Hey everyone, it's Natalie. First off, sorry I haven't done a video in I think over a month. I'm on school break for Thanksgiving, but life gets busy and I'm healing and stuff, so I don't know, I just don't always have the need to do videos, but I realize that through emails and talking to some of you guys and reading comments that you guys really depend on my videos. So I will try harder to do more videos. But anyway, I wanted to talk about a few things. Number one, yes, Thanksgiving's coming. And for a lot of you guys, you are going to have to go sit with your narc for Thanksgiving. And everyone keeps asking me what should I do. I know I did last year. I think I did a Christmas one, but let's talk about Thanksgiving. So first off, I hope you are going to your in-laws' house and they're not coming to yours, because it is harder for you to get rid of them without being rude if they come to your house. So anytime you have to be celebrating something, try to make it either at a restaurant or their house or some alternative, okay? And the reason being is, if you have them come to your house, they will flip you asking them to leave, or concluding that dinner as you being rude, and then they'll go smear you and things like that. But if you go, like, let's say to a restaurant or their home, you can make up excuses. You can actually make appointments knowing that you're going there, and you set up a hair appointment, or, well, I guess it's the holidays, but something like you need to go shopping for Christmas or whatever it is, or it's Black Friday deals and whatever, okay, during Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's easier for you to come up with an excuse to leave. And they might try to smear you like, oh, well, they only stayed an hour. But it's like, I can only tolerate you for an hour, right? And one thing that me and my husband used to do is I used to pat him on his back and let him know that was our signal that, hey, I'm ready to go. Or I would look at him and kind of do this if nobody was looking, or I would wink at them, or something like that. Bryce, I'm on the phone. I thought you were in the basement. Kids. And so you can come up with signals or sayings or a certain word with your husband beforehand to indicate that this signal word or this signal physical thing that I do means I'm ready to go. And if you find that your partner is disregarding you when it comes to those signals, and I've done this, is I say, honey, can I have the keys to the car real quick? I'll take the keys and I'll go sit in the car. And of course, 10 minutes later, he'll come out and say, why are you in the car? I told you I was ready to leave. I cannot tolerate your mother's passive aggressive or rude comments anymore, and I'm about to deck her in the face. And so it's not only for her safety, but it's for my safety and my well-being, that I'd rather sit here in a safe place than be somewhere that I feel uncomfortable, unwanted. And so I'm ready to leave. And so what eventually, if you have a respectful husband, is he'll say, okay, well, if you're not going to get out of the car, then yeah, it's time to go, right? And he can go in and say goodbyes, and you could even tell your parents, I'm not feeling well. And that's the other thing, is you could also verbally in front of everyone say, I'm not feeling well. I need to go sit in the car. Okay, and that's another signal to your husband, hey, come check on me. And that's when you can, even if you're faking it, you fake it till you make it. And you can tell your husband, I'm not feeling well, which isn't a lie, because you're emotionally not feeling well, right? You may get sick physically, and that could be true. So you're not necessarily lying. You're just literally saying, hey, it's time to go. And then your husband can go say the goodbyes. So the other thing I was going to tell you guys, as much as you do not want to go, don't make up excuses that you're sick and things like that, because what happens if you don't show up and your husband goes and your children go is the narcissist will take that. Even, let's say you really have the flu, that would be like another reason really you can't go. But let's just say that you have the flu and you are staying at home. The narcissist will take that, even if you're sick, okay, and go smear you. Well, Natalie didn't show up. Yeah, this is how she is. She never wants to spend family time. This is how it goes. And so going back to the other scenario, you're not sick, okay? Doesn't matter if you're sick or not. She's still going to smear you. If you don't go, she's going to say the same thing. Well, why isn't Natalie here? Oh, she didn't want to come. Maybe your husband might even say, you don't make her feel comfortable. More likely, he'll come up with another excuse. He won't blatantly say that, but maybe he will. And so what they'll do is they go talk to all their family members during the holidays and say, Natalie didn't show up. My son and his kids showed up, but she didn't come. Do you see what kind of character she is? She does not want to be part of this family. When in reality, she makes you not feel like you're part of that family, which makes you not want to be there in the first place. But if you go, she won't be able to say that. But yes, you're going to have to, deal with the passive aggressive and rude comments that no one can see but you. Maybe they are blatantly being disrespectful in front of others towards you, but it's mainly passive aggressive. It's mainly when no one's around, or if people are around. It's comments that other people wouldn't take personal, but you know that you're being targeted and you take it personally because you knew it was personal what she said or did. And so what I used to do when I had to go do these holidays is I would just literally not talk. And this is why she used to tell my husband all the time, Natalie doesn't like me. She never talks to me. Why? Or she'll call Jared. Why didn't Natalie talk? Why didn't she engage with anyone? And things like that, right? To make it seem as though I'm being inconsiderate and rude towards her, when all I was trying to do was protect myself. Because that's what you're doing by staying silent, calm, collected, and quiet, or whatever, is you're protecting yourself. And by staying calm, ladylike, gentlemanlike, whatever you are, whoever you are watching this video, and staying in your character, and staying that, and being appropriate, and staying quiet and calm, the other people that are there are going to see that you're just staying calm, you're collected, and I personally would say that the students that I work with, the quiet ones, I find to be the sweetest. And so you're not betraying yourself by being rude, and other people in the vicinity of the narcissist sees that you're just being quiet and nice. But the good thing is, because other family members that are there sees this, when the narcissist goes back and tries to smear you to them, It makes the narcissist look bad because the other people that see you just staying calm and quiet did not perceive you the way the narcissist is. And this is why I always say too, is you don't have to expose the narcissist. If you give the narcissist enough rope, they will hang themselves. Because if you go and try to expose the narcissist, what happens is you look like the bad person. But if you stay quiet and you let the narcissist say and do all these nasty things behind your back, towards other people, them talking about you, it actually makes the narcissist start exposing themselves. Because what happens is those flying monkeys, right, will come to you, and because they like you, because they don't at the time maybe not perceive you the way the narcissist does, and maybe they're trying to kind of see why the narcissist is saying these things, is they might come to you asking you questions about the narcissist, and you might think that, oh, they're on my side, I can talk to them in private about the narcissist and why I was quiet. Big no. Do not do that, okay? If other family members and other friends come visit you after the holidays, or maybe talks to you at the narcissist's house or the restaurant, whatever, in confidentiality, or maybe just trying to build a relationship with you, you never ever share any of your personal details with the flying monkey, and you never say anything negative about the narcissist, even if those flying monkeys, family members, friends, whoever are. Never, ever. And if they try to get you to say something negative, you use reverse psychology on them. And let's say maybe they say, gosh, man, my mother-in-law, I'm not going to say her name, even though I have let's say Lori. Lori was really kind of aggressive and rude during Thanksgiving. Don't you think, Natalie? Like, she was kind of being impolite. What you do is you say, oh, I didn't really notice that. I thought she was fine. I thought she was being nice. Because you have to do this reverse psychology on these people, because unfortunately, some of those people are relationship fixers, or because they're trying to find the same validation in the narcissist that you are, is they go back and confide in the narcissist of what you confided in them. Or maybe they really are a sweet person and they're trying to fix the perception of the narcissist of you by saying, I had a really great conversation with Natalie, but they will tell them things that you don't want the narcissist to know, because you have to remember that even if you say good things about yourself to someone else and they go back and tell the narcissist and it's good things, the narcissist spins it into something negative. Maybe you help the homeless during Thanksgiving. Maybe you donate money to Red Cross, whatever it is, and you shared it with these flying monkeys. And the flying monkeys, trying to save the relationship or make the narcissist think differently of you, will go tell them that. But what the narcissist will do, will say, oh, she's fake. The only reason why she's feeding the homeless is to get attention. Or she's only donating to Red Cross to make up for past mistakes in her life. Instead of a loving, caring mother-in-law who actually has a heart, would say, I love my daughter-in-law. She is awesome. Next year, I'm going to go with her and feed the homeless. That's not what you get, okay? These are not normal people. You're not dealing with normal in-laws, okay? And so you just literally, if people at Thanksgiving are trying to conversate with you, it's okay to be very surface, very neutral, very surface. You act very kind, sweet, helpful, all of these things while you're there, okay? The other thing too is limit the contact. Even though you are in the vicinity of your in-law, limit the contact with the narcissist, okay? So maybe you ask the narcissist, is there anything I can do for you? And more than likely, she will have something to do, maybe not. Just to be a B word, she will say, no, I got everything. But you can ask her, is there anything I can help you with? And let's say she says, yeah, you can help me set the table. Well, that gives you the opportunity to get the hell away from her. Go set the table and take as long as you can. Take as long as you can. Or maybe you have children. You can use your children as an excuse, or maybe it's your nieces and nephews, or just children there in general. You can go play with them. You can tend to your own children's needs. You can spend time with your children while you're there. You're doing things to limit contact with the narcissistic in-law. So you are finding ways to stay busy that doesn't look inconsiderate or rude, right? What I would do, even though I purposely was avoiding her, is I would avoid her in a manner that did not seem arrogant or rude or inconsiderate. They had a deck outside, so while she was inside, I would go sit on the deck outside. I would just do things like I was I would do things like I was just enjoying her house. Okay, so those are things you can do too. You can also help. I don't know. There's a million things. Maybe help stir a pot or whatever, even though she'll probably say you're stirring it wrong and blah, blah, blah. But if you bring a dish to this holiday event, and I just talked to someone yesterday about this, and she says to you, what kind of spices are in here? And a normal person would think, oh, she must really like it. She's trying to figure out the spices in it. And you tell her the spices that you put in your family traditional dish that you make every year. Well, she will go, instead of, a kind person, even if they didn't like the dish, would be like, it's very good. Thank you for bringing this. I appreciate your effort. She will go, oh, well, I would have added this and that instead of that because it would have brought out the flavor more. So she's going to nitpick. She's going to say stuff like that to get under your skin. But what you simply say is, well, I grew up on this dish being made the way it has been. It's been in my family for many generations. This is how we cook it. We tend to love it. But I appreciate your input or your suggestion, but I'm going to continue making this dish the traditional way that I've always made it. My mom made it this way. My grandma made it this way. This is the way that I'm going to make it, and I'm going to pass it down to my children. You don't have to add all of that, but you get my point. And so while you're eating dinner with these people, they're going to try to conversate, right? Slowly eat. Always have food in your mouth. So if she asks you a question, you can say, 1 minute, I'm eating, and it'll give you time to kind of think about what she's trying to do and also think of a way to kindly respond to her. And you literally, because it's not rude, I don't know why today society thinks it's rude if you ask someone personal question and they say, hey, that's really personal, I really rather not discuss that. I don't know why that boundary some people take offense to and think that you're being rude, but it's not rude. It's your boundary, and if you don't want to discuss something with someone, you don't have to. You just kindly say, that's kind of personal, I'd rather not talk about that. Or if she asks something about your family, you can say, oh, they're doing great, they're enjoying retirement. Just neutral thing, like, very surface. You're not going to go into detail that, oh, well, my mom and dad have been fighting a lot, and I'm scared they might get divorced, and I've been under a lot of stress due to it. Even if you really are experiencing that, you're not going to tell them that. You just say everything is going great with them, even if it's not. And then, of course, if you have children, they're going to ask, oh, so how's little Timmy? You just give neutral answers. What I've always done when it comes to my in-laws asking me questions about my children, about my life, is I look at them like they are strangers. So you wouldn't go and tell a stranger who asks about your life all the details of your life. You would say, life's great, thanks for asking. How's little Timmy? He's doing great. He, whatever you want to say. You can say he's doing wonderful in football. But you're not going to go in detail that he got in a fight on the football field with another kid, and you're not going to do stuff like that. You're just going to have neutral answers to say, everything's great, even if it isn't. Maybe there is some upheaval in your marriage right now due to this narcissist. You don't want to show the narcissist that they are causing problems in your marriage, because that's the goal. That is the goal, guys. And this is why some of my videos, some people don't agree with, when I tell you that your spouse is a victim in this too, regardless if he's golden child or not. He is a victim in this. He has been brainwashed since birth. I don't mean to get flustered, but if you truly know psychology, then you know what I am telling you is true. You have to understand that our husbands or our wives have normalized their parents' behavior their whole life and don't know any different. The reason why we know different is because we didn't have parents like that, and we didn't normalize bad behavior from our parents. Hopefully you didn't have someone in your life that was doing drugs or alcohol and you normalize it. That's really sad. By the time you're an adult now, you know that wasn't normal. But that does happen where children normalize stuff. And you have to look at it in your partner's eyes similarly. Like, he doesn't see what I see because he's normalized it, right? Even though you're a grown adult, and it's like, dude, you should see that this behavior is not normal. This is not the way a loving, caring parent acts. Hold on. I am drinking a dirty chai today. You've got to try it. It's chai with espresso in it. Oh my God, it's my new favorite drink. One moment. Oh, and it's piping hot. So good. Anyway, this is 23 minutes. I'm going to end it here because I think I'm going to do another video on something else real quick. But when it comes to the holiday, this coming Thanksgiving, stay quiet, calm, and collected. And please listen to me. I would not steer you wrong. They do not like you. They do not want to get to know you. So when they are sitting there acting like they do, they don't. Do not be tricked into giving them any personal information about your life, your marriage, or your children. I don't care if you really, truly believe that they have changed. That change is a lie. And that change only lasts so long. And then after they go back to being normal, all that information that you thought you connected with that person is gossip about, is used an excuse as why you're a horrible person, why their son or daughter should divorce you. Do not be tricked by these people. They are magicians. Peace, love, harmony. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.